Hello everyone and welcome back to my tutorial. Today we're gonna create the facade. This is what you really like in my tutorials when I'm teaching you how to create the facades, how to create some panels, really interesting panels from the real life. This one is a real project and I will teach you how we can manipulate with this type of the facade, how to create it, how to use it, and even how to use it in the BIM. So if you are ready for this tutorial, let's get started. And as always, I prefer start from the scratch project, so this is my empty project. As you can see here, nothing, only just whitelist. What we're gonna do, we will create, first of all, we will create our curtain wall. We need just some curtain wall, which is we will use like a reference. It's nothing special, as you can see the curtain wall, here nothing. And after that, straight away, we should create our facade panel. Just go to the file, create the new family, and here you will find curtain wall panel pattern based, and also we have the other one, curtain wall panel. Let's open it up and you will see our new workspace where we will create our future panel. And now we should create some support lines. We will use the reference lines. So let's create two reference lines here and one more it's here. Okay, after that we need the get dimension. Let's use di for to create dimension. We need overall dimension. Will be our panel deep, and we need other one. We need also the thickness of our panel. We will calculate it here. Okay, and one more parameter. We need, of course, the width of our panel. So let's create the parameters. First of all, we will create this parameter, create parameter, and let's call everything. I will use the same type of the name, panel. First I will write what is that, this is a panel, and after that, what is doing. Actually, this is changing the depth of our panel. Let's make the parameter instance and leave it in dimension. Okay, this one parameter will be a bit different. This parameter, first of all, will be also the panel, and after that we will make it instance and reporting parameter, because the controlling of our dimension will be from the curtain wall, not from our calculation. So that's why it will be just reporting parameter. And of course the thickness, also the panel thickness, I will create it. That's it. And also don't forget, it's also the instance parameter. So now we have the main parameters. After that, we should create some radius. We cannot use for the radius a reference plane, because the plane it's the flat thing, it's not the curve. We can use the reference line. Let's use the reference line. After that, I will use, for example, this one, start and end arc. I will place it here, and place it somewhere in the middle. Doesn't matter where you will place it. We will use some formulas to create exactly where it will be. And let's create the parameter. This one parameter will be again the panel, and don't forget it's also the instance parameter. Let's make it an instance, and let's leave it also the group dimension. Okay, let's say okay. So we created. Let's create two more parameters, because we want to create the thickness of our parameter. Later on you will understand why. We should use that. Just now try to do the same what I'm doing. I'm using now cycle, using the out, as you can see here, the thickness. I will just cut it here and here. I will delete this part. I need only the top side, and after that I will connect it to this line, connect, and this one I will do the same thing. I will do this. Now let's use align key. Let's use align this point and align this, again this point and align. Let's do the same thing here. One more. We did it. Also we now have the thickness out. This is middle line of our panel, and we need inner one. Let's create one more line. I prefer to just create from this straight by my hand, not with the offset, but if you want you can create with the offset. Let's use this point, and as you can see it's already created. And let's again cut other things. Okay, so and let's connect to this line, connect, and again this line and connect. That's it. And again we should create the sum, the parameter. Let's use the outside and let's create the parameter. Click on that and let's change it again, the panel, and let's write it like out. Also the instance, don't forget, and let's say okay. And now we need inner one. This one, this one, this one. I will call it just in. Oh, sorry, like that. Let's say make instance, okay, and let me will change the scale to the 1 to the 10, I think, yeah, much better. Okay, so now we have exactly main parameters, and now we will work only with the formulas. How working all the formulas I will leave on the right side on the screen. You will always see how it's working, why I'm using the, for example, why I'm creating the some parameters. You will see on the right screen. It's geometry, nothing special. You can do it whatever how you want, but I will use the mine way, so you can just copy what I'm doing, or you just can see how it's working and change it as you prefer. First of all, let's create some extra parameters. You will understand why it's needed. So first of all, we need the parameter x. We will make it instance, and the x will be the length, it's okay, and we will place it to the other one, because this is not main parameter, this is like supporting parameter, let's say. Let's leave it like that, let's say okay, and it's here. And let's create now y parameter, the same thing, and it's also go to the other one. Let's group by y, and we need two more parameters. Again, panel, let me I will copy it. As you understand, if it's name angle, so we need angle, and let's make it instance 2, and don't forget group by other one. Let's say okay, so here, and let's create this one, and this is not full, this will be half. Yeah, we need the different parameter. You can create this parameter, you can actually don't create this parameter, this doesn't matter. I prefer to use the different parameter, because you can easily calculate it. Half angle, okay. Oh, I did my mistake. Let me, I will show you, because it should be go to the other one. And one more mistake, if you will see here default, and here nothing, because I'm not using the instance parameter. Let's use the instance parameter. Let's make the radius, I will put on the top, because this is main parameter, the secondary parameter, this is deep, and radius in out, and thickness it will not so important, but I think thickness is more important than other one. Okay, now we will start to write some formulas. I will start from the first one, like let's say step by step, you will see all the data, how it's working. To understand how it's working, again, let's see this picture. As you can see here, the x, we should find this half of the chord, and we need to find this y, also the distance. As you can see, here is the distance, here is the distance, and we need to find the angles also, because we don't know most of them. So let me go back here. To find the x, it's really easy. We need the panel, and here we get it. So what about the half angle? And here the tricky way. Look at here the angle, but here we don't have any units like an angle. Actually this is dimension. Let me, I will check. Yeah, this is dimension. It's my mistake. Let me make here 0. Let's go inside, and as you can see, we cannot change data type. Once you will create it, you cannot change. We should delete this parameter and create it again. Let me I will delete this parameter. Let me I will create this parameter again, the same name, and don't forget the angle and dimension. Let me make the other one. Don't forget to place to the instance. Let's say okay, and now it's correct. Now we can find the half of our angle. Let me write the arc sign. It should be work, and as you can see, we find it. And to find the full angle, as you understand, it's really easy. We just need it's applied to 2, and as you can see, we found it. Now we need to find the last one parameter, the y. Again, the y parameter, this one. We should understand this distance. Of course, you can create some lines, you can create some support parameters, but we will use the mathematics and the geometry. It's much simple than create here. It's right here parameter is really terrible. Let me, I will write the here, it's just cosine, and oh, here actually like this. Again, after that we need the half angle. It's here, half angle. Let me, I will place it here, half angle. Apply to the panel radius. Where is the panel radius? I will copy it from here because yeah. So let's copy this parameter and let's place it here. Okay, we found it. So we know the distance of the y. So we know distance y and we need distance and we know the distance x. Awesome. So we can go to back and now the radius. This is our the main parameter. We will change all our dimensions by only the radius. Now we should start from the other one. And let's do it one by one. The radius, let's create like 2800 millimeter. You can create any one. I want this the size, so it's okay. The thickness, oh, not deep. Deep, let me, I will create, I don't know, like 400 millimeter. We will use by formula, but for now it will live like that. The thickness, I think 20 millimeters will be much enough. And the radius we will calculate. Okay, go back to the deep parameter. So what we need, actually erase my notepad again and let's create the new parameter. For deep we need the panel, again panel, so it should be work. Let me, I will copy it and this will be divide our panel. So as you can see it's calculated. Okay, awesome. After that we need the get our radius in and out. Actually this will be much easiest for us. Let me, I will use this one. Just we need panel radius. We have already here the panel radius. Divide by 2. Oh, I just can copy it actually. And we need other one. Minus. So, okay. For the inside, I mean the inner, it will be this one. For the out, it will be this one. Okay. So as you can see, it's different by 20 millimeters exactly, and that's why this will be our thickness. If I will change here for the 40, you will see it's immediately changing to the right side. Let me go back to the 20 millimeter. Let me, I will apply because I'm afraid if I will do some mistakes. And now it's much harder the parameter, which is we should create. It's actually panel distance. But we not will write anything right now. I will show you why. I just wanna show you why I'm doing like that. Let's say okay. So we already created our panel, as you can see. Now exactly as you can see, the distance it's manipulating. Now we can create geometry. Let me, I will create geometry. Let me, I will apply, and we will improve it later on. Let's go to the create, sweep, pick the path, the middle one. Let's say okay. After that we need to create the edit profile, just left or right, it's up to you. I will use the left. We need here the cube one. Let me, I will create from here to here. You will see why. I will use align first, align for this, and apply align for that one, apply to the top. Also align, and don't forget to lock it, because it always will be continuing the shape of our template. Where's the my? Here. Again, tab key and lock it. Done. Again, done. Let's go to the 3D view, and as you can see, we get our shape. Now it's time to upload inside to the project. Let me, I will upload it. So here we are. I will choose the panel. Just like this, and just use tab key, and now we can change change this one, and I think this is family 2 because I was experimented before. Yeah, this is actually family 2, and as you can see it's changing. Now you can easily select this panel and change here the dimension, let's say 2200, and it's going inside, or let me do the less, like 3500. And it's going inside, and you can experiment with that as you want. And of course, if you will change the size of your panel, it will be changed the size too. As you can see, the radius also changing. So that's what really we did in that project, which is I showed you in the first seconds. Okay, but the main question, how to calculate the distance of this panel. If I will select this panel, as you can see, we have the width, we have the height, we have even the area, but we don't have the distance of this area. I mean this distance. So how we can do that? Maybe you will say the easiest way will be, let's go back to the panel. Easiest way will be just calculate the line inside. As you can see, I will select, and here I have the distance. Awesome. I will create the parameter. I will create the parameter, and let's write it like distance. Make it instance. Okay, everything alright. As you can see, here is our distance. If I will change here something, it will be changed too. Awesome. I will overwrite here. As you can see, I will select it, and I have here the distance. Awesome. It's 3000 something. But if I will change the distance here, it's not changing. I can make the type one, but type I don't like. I wanna get the exactly parameters here, like this one, changing the immediately. Because this one is not changing. How we can do? We can again calculate it. I will go back inside to the panel. Here the distance, we will delete it, we don't need it, we will calculate everything. And here is our distance, which is we created before. Let's write the formula. Actually, the formula will be really huge. First of all, we already know panel angle, so we need the just panel angle. Let me write the panel. Here okay, I just will copy this one, and we will change to the full. Okay, and we need divide by 360. So 360 just copy from the internet, because I prefer use the Gradius and like this one, or you will just able to download all the formulas below this video. And after that we need apply everything by applying P. Don't forget this also the symbols, and apply to panel radius. Here the panel radius, and we will get this distance like this. Let's select it and let's place it here. And as you can see, actually the same number which is we checked before. Okay, and let's upload it inside. Let's overwrite it and let's select again. And as you can see, it was changed 2000 something. If I will change the distance here, you will see it's also changing. So by this way, we're just using the mathematics, we're just using some formulas, you can easily calculate all the data inside your panel. Your panel now easily can change it. For example, the 60 millimeter thickness, okay, not big problem. And let's make together this one too, like this. Okay, this radius will be like let's say 2100 millimeter, and thickness will be 40 millimeters. And as you can see, it's changing. And here we can do the other thing. Let's select it, let's change it. We will do here panel radius. Let's make a bit bigger to 3060, and let's do the same thickness because no, it's too small. Let's make like this. Much better? No, not much better. 2500? No, actually here we can do them less, like 600. Let's try. Okay, it's working. And you just manually can change all the facade as you want. As you can see, it's working perfectly. So if you will go back to the reference which we used in the real project, as you can see, we used the same principle here, exactly the same principle. So we can change it actually, this facade panel easily to whatever we want. So you just use this way to create some interesting the facade. As you can see, everything it's can calculating by mathematics, and we not using some strange things like, for example, the components or model in place, even the form. We're using the just Revit panels, which can easily calculate by some algorithms which you will create. So everything this let's say this is drawings with the calculation, also with the all these parameters. I will leave below the video. You can easily just copy and paste and create this panel without any big problem. So if you find this tutorial really useful, let me know below the comments, because long time I didn't post any video. If you really like it, so that will be means for me I should start it do again. Thank you guys for watching and see you next time.